Some coffee for you.
Thanks.
This information on your daughter is very thorough.
We need to get as much media coverage on her disappearance as possible.
Well, I'll see to it personally that they get delivered to every radio and television station.
Thanks. Would you hand this to my husband, too?
Sure.
Thanks.
When did you first notice that your uniform was missing from your locker?
When I came to work this morning?
Was it locked normally?
Yes, but the lock was broken off. Whoever did this must have used a crowbar.
There's a description of the clothes she was wearing on the night she disappeared. Also, where she was last seen. There's notes on the reward, their phone numbers for any information that people might have to call in on.
Okay.
And thank you so much for coming down this time of night.
I'm glad to be of help. Is there anything else?
I'm offering $100,000 for the safe return of my daughter, Dr. Julie Morris Devlin.
Take a last look at your old face. Say bye-bye to Julie Devlin. It's about time you start thinking about what you want this new person I'm creating to be called.
Can't believe Serena's missing. How did this happen?
Okay, calm down. Maybe she really is hiding somewhere. Just hide her. I don't know.
Everywhere. She's not in the house.
All right, that's it. Scott, you check out front. Lucy and I will check the sides of the house.
Okay.
Come on. Oh, my God. Serena.
I know. We'll find her. We'll find her.
Serena. Serena.
Daddy!
Hey, there you are. Come here. Come here. I was scared to death.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
I know. Come on, I'm gonna take you back inside where it's warm, okay? And there's cupcakes. Come on. Lucy! I found her!
Serena? Where were you? Where was she?
She was outside hiding in a bush.
Are you all right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, good.
Where did all the children go?
Oh, honey, it's late. They had to go home. Would you like some nice hot cocoa?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, come over here for a second. All right, I want you to sit down. I want to talk to you about something. Don't ever run away again.
Are you mad?
No, I'm not mad. I'm just happy that you're all right.
Serena, why did you run away?
I heard what you said to Grandma about the bad people trying to take me away from you.
Nobody is ever going to get their hands on you. I'm going to go to court. I'm going to fight, and I'm going to win. But you can't run away, all right? I have to know that you're safe. That's the only way I'm going to win and get you back. So promise me.
I promise.
Rex, can you please tell me what is going on?
We have a custody suit pending. Therefore, we have to present an above-the-board lifestyle, so to speak. Surely, you of all people understand the importance of a right setting.
So I have to move.
The court would never allow the guardian of Serena Baldwin to live in sin with her, sometimes, paramour.
Jake and I are not living in sin.
So you say. But reality is not the issue here. My dear, appearances are everything.
I distributed those flyers about Julie all across the hospital and all over the university campus.
Thank you, Jake.
Yeah, now let's hope that $100,000 inspires someone to come forward with some information.
I hope.
Hey, we will find her. Don't worry.
I was told to see a Detective Garcia.
Listen, thanks for coming down. Now, you were on duty the night Dr. Morris was last seen at the hospital, right?
Yes.
You made a notation in your log that you checked an orderly's ID?
His face wasn't familiar to me. I usually recognize the orderlies that take the bodies down to the morgue.
Did his ID check out?
Uh-huh. He seemed to be who he said he was.
Lie still. Everything will be fine.
In fact, you're going to be more beautiful than ever. And if you're not satisfied with the results, just remember, beauty comes from within. Hey!
Hey, did you finally get her to go to sleep?
Yeah, I got her calmed down. I was finishing that Jules Verne's Mysterious Island we've been reading to her, you know. She's tried to stay awake until the big stone crab shows up, but she didn't make it. She fell asleep.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I could use some sleep as well.
Me too. I'm so exhausted.
Why don't you two go home and get some sleep?
Okay.
Mr. Baldwin,
Yes.
I was very impressed with the way you handled Serena's fears. You not only avoided any hint of blame about her running away, you were able to calm her down and get her to sleep.
Well, she's my daughter, you know. I've been calming her fears since she was born.
That's a nice thing to be able to say. You appear to be a very good father. However, you're going to have to leave now. I can't stay any longer, and your visits with Serena need to be supervised. I'm sorry.
I understand.
Hey, pal, I'll tell you what. Why don't you come back to the house, you know, with me and Kevin? You don't want to go to the firehouse all by yourself tonight. Not tonight. Come back with us.
No, I'm not fit company for anybody. No.
Night.
Bye. Douglas, I know it's late, but I need your help on this. Come on.
Where'd you been? I had an idea.
Well, what was it?
I rented a billboard near the off-ramp of the interstate with all of Julie's information. Get lots of exposure there.
That was smart. How much I owe you?
Nothing. I paid for it myself.
Now, are you kidding? Those things cost a fortune. I think we should all pitch in.
He's right, Chris.
No, it's the least I can do for Julie.
That was a very nice gesture, Doctor. Thank you.
You're welcome. I figure the more we publicize Julie's face, the better chance we have of finding her. I can't start your surgery without anesthesia. You'd be squirming all over the place. I am an artist. I will not be satisfied with anything less than perfection. And now, the instruments aren't sterile anymore. You've ruined everything. I hope that you're happy now. I have to go back and get anesthetic and re-sterilize everything. You're lucky I'm really careful about these matters. Or you could have ended up with infection, sepsis, maybe even death. You're a doctor. You should know better.
Hi.
Hi. It's a little late to trick-or-treat, and I'm kind of tired.
Oh, and nobody even came to TP the firehouse. Darn. Hey, have you got anything to eat? I just got off work and I'm starved.
No, I had any time to stock up. I probably couldn't even come up with a bowl of cornflakes.
Well, there's always an all-night deli somewhere.
I don't think so. You know, I'm kind of tired.
All right, well, you're making me pull out all the stops here, but I have this leftover bag of candy corn from the hospital Halloween party.
You go ahead. I'm not hungry.
Okay. I love these things. They're a big part of my Halloween ritual when I was growing up. No, actually, you know what? It's bigger than Halloween. It was like symbolizing autumn, the end of summer. And that waxy stuff that makes them taste so good actually is an abrasive that helps clean your teeth.
People don't have to brush their teeth. They can just eat candy corn.
Well, sounds good to me. I'll bet you don't know the best way to eat them.
Of course I do. You bite off the top.
Wrong. Start with the bottom. Then you work your way up to the orange. And then the last part, the white.
Well, you eat them the way you want to. I know last Halloween, Serena and I ate a whole bag of those things.
Yummy, heaven.
Well, she thought so. I didn't. All that sugar, I was, running around like some kind of a monkey. Every Halloween, we'd take all of her candy and we'd put it in a big bowl, and then I would sneak the good candy bars out, and she'd always catch me, and then I'd go to the store and place them.
I'll just get that. Hello, Mr. Baldwin's residence. May I help you?
Eve?
Yes. Who's this?
This would be Lucy Coe. Is Scott there?
Scott, it's Lucy.
Hello? Hey, you don't have to worry about me. I'm all right.
Well, what is Eve doing there so late?
She's eating candy corn.
Don't be flip.
I'm not. We were eating candy corn.
Oh, well, whatever she's doing with you, don't let her do it to you 12 hours. You know, you need to get your rest. With everything going on, you really need your sleep, okay?
I know. That's exactly what I'm going to do, and I suggest you do the same. I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye.
Okay, night, pal. What does that look mean?
Is it really any of your business what time his guest goes home?
Yes, it is my business because he needs his rest. We have a lot of work to do, you know, and all this stuff, and I can't have him just falling out from exhaustion. And that's all there is to it.
You're right. I keep forgetting how special you two are.
Do you mind?
Mind? No. I think whenever two people find love, it's a wonderful thing.
Well, you're wonderful. You're pretty darn wonderful. Scott is just my pal, and you're my doc. Did you check the machine?
No, I thought you would have.
There's a message.
Well, check it.
Miss Coe, this is Dr. Newman's office. The doctor would like to see you at 9 tomorrow morning regarding the results of your fertility tests. If we don't hear back from you, I'll assume we'll see you then. Thank you.
Why is the doctor calling me at home?
Because she said she would call when the results were in. Lucy, you're getting worried over nothing.
No, Doc, she didn't even leave a clue. She didn't even, I couldn't hear whether she thought, maybe I can get pregnant or I can't get pregnant. She didn't even tell me.
That's because they can't leave confidential information on an answering machine.
It's bad news, I bet. What if it is? What if it's bad
Why don't we
news?
just wait till morning and see what Dr. Newman has to say? Till then, think positively.
Fallen from trust.
Alexis, what have you been up to?
Looking for these?
Fallen from love.
I did lose something that mattered to me.
And that feeling that you thought I had for you, I still do.
Fallen from loyalty.
Is Natasha alive? Or did Alexis tell you to say that? Yes.
Watch One Woman's Downfall, General Hospital, ABC Daytime.
Good morning. Whatever you have on that tray sure smells wonderful.
Well, we have a whole wheat Belgian waffle, warm blueberry syrup, and your favorite herbal tea.
That's very sweet of you, but I know exactly why you did it.
Because it's morning and it's time to eat.
I can't help it. I'm getting one of those psychic feelings of mine that the news is going to be horrible. Doc, when I have these feelings and the news is going to be wonderful, when you see in the future and it's going to be good, then it's great. But when I feel like this, I feel this gift of mine is a curse.
Not everything is a result of your psychic abilities, you know. I'm worried sick about this test, too.
Are you really?
Yeah, I am. We're dealing with some mighty powerful emotions here. Fear, anxiety, worry. Those are potent things in and of themselves. You know, you may not be psychically seeing into the future on this at all.
Well, then what am I feeling?
Could be just plain old fear of the unknown. I think there's a very good chance the news could be wonderful.
Do you really think so? Do you really think the news could be good?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, look at this. This is a fishing trip I took with Serena up to Emerald Lake.
Oh.
Oh. Huh?
Oh, look at her. She looks so happy.
Oh, she was really, really happy. We both were happy then. Yeah. And, what do you got? Oh, yeah.
Oh, look, those mountains are gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, that's Michael Peak.
That's Michael Peak? That's funny. I don't see anybody else in the picture except you and Serena.
That's the name of the mountain, you dummy.
Who are you calling a dummy?
I'm calling you a dummy.
Oh.
Hey, look, it's already light out.
Oh.
I gotta thank you for staying up all night with me and letting me just yap away here, you know. My mind off Serena.
I'm glad I could help. You know, you've done a few nice things for me, too, as I recall.
Well, I'm not done doing nice things for you. I've got a bit of a surprise for you.
Really?
Yes, while you were on the phone to the hospital, I took the liberty of making you breakfast.
Breakfast?
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, I can't send you out of here on an empty stomach now, can I?
Wow. No?
No.
I hope you didn't go to any trouble.
Not that much trouble, just maybe a little bit of trouble. But it was all right for you.
Okay, what is it? Apple juice. And. Oh, candy corn.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
Would you like a little milk, sugar with that? Hmm?
Is this all I get?
Well, you know, what was I going to do? It's all I have. Of course, I could take it back, maybe saute it, or maybe put lemon and capers or something.
Oh, no, not that much trouble. But, you know, candy corn pancakes might have been nice.
Really?
Sure.
Here's your spoon. Just go ahead and eat your breakfast, dummy.
Morning.
What are you doing?
I'm moving in with Rex.
What?
Orders for the sake of the custody suit. He says it's important that we put on a united family front.
How could you do that, huh? How could you move with him? You know what he's like.
I have to. If I don't do what I'm told, he's threatened to kill me.
Danielle, we can't let his threats control our lives.
Jake, he has proof I kidnapped Serena. I'll go to jail. How did it go last night?
We just sent out a batch of media kits. Bennett and I spoke to some reporters, and Chris has rented a billboard near the highway with Julie's picture on it.
Any leads? Yeah, actually, a couple of items. A hospital orderly had his locker broken into, had his ID and his uniform stolen. And a hospital guard saw an orderly he didn't recognize transporting a body to the morgue.
Sounds like progress.
Where's Garcia?
He went back to the police station a couple of hours ago.
Forgive me for saying so, but you guys both look so exhausted.
We're fine.
So why don't you guys go back to the hotel and get some sleep? We can take over the phones for you.
Sleeping now is a waste of valuable time.
We'd rather wait here.
After I talked to the guard, I made some calls. I found a discrepancy. It seems that the orderly who said he was on his way to the morgue never showed up with the body.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I went down there and checked myself. The morgue has no record of any corpse being brought in that night. The guy who was pushing that gurney wasn't an orderly. He was using a stolen ID.
That's what Dr. Devlin was just telling us.
It looks like whoever was on that gurney was probably taken out of the hospital.
Body on the gurney could have been Julie. Please, God. Please spare me from this deranged maniac.
It's me.
What have you got there, Detective?
Flyers, donuts, and maybe a break in the case.
What's the break in the case?
A man named Peterson who runs a one-hour photo store saw one of the flyers you guys put up all over the neighborhood. He recognized Julie from a roll of film he developed.
And she's alive.
Oh, she was alive when the photos were taken.
What about the man who brought the film in?
Peterson, he gave a description to one of our sketch artists who came up with this composite. Anybody recognize this guy?
Oh, we all know who he is.
I still see him in my worst nightmares.
It's Greg Cooper.
Doc, why do you think Dr. Newman would move offices? You know, she had that beautiful, spacious office on the 10th floor, and now look at her. She's in this little, small, crampy office on the 6th floor. There's no view. There's not a lot of space. Why would she do that? It doesn't make sense, really, does it at all?
Maybe she's afraid of heights.
No. Think about it. The 10th floor versus the 6th floor. 4 floors, you still fall, you die. You know, I mean, if you're afraid of heights, don't start with me, Doc.
Lucy, don't start with me. It's okay to be nervous about the results of a fertility test, okay?
Okay, but it's not nervous. I have been living and breathing and thinking about this for every minute. If I pass the test with flying colors, then we get to try and get pregnant. Doc, I want a baby with you so badly. You know, I do. Your hand is as cold as my hand.
I'm nervous too.
So sweet of you. Why?
Because I want us to have a baby. I've always been able to conjure up one reason or another to keep from thinking of myself as a father. But now that I realize that I can actually be a real, honest to goodness, heavens to Betsy father, I want it more than ever.
You calm my heart.
Sorry for the wait.
Okay, so do we pass or do we fail?
I know you're anxious to find out the results of the test.
Well, do we pass or do we fail?
You're not gonna get away with this, Stanton.
Scott, do come in. Oh, my. You don't look at all well. Please sit down. Can I get you something, perhaps a brandy?
So you can accuse me of being an alcoholic?
It was merely a friendly and familial gesture.
Well, I am not your family, and I never will be. In fact, I'm not sure you're even human.
If not a brandy, perhaps a cup of coffee.
No, the only thing I want from you is to stay the hell out of our lives. Stay out! Do you have any idea what you're doing to my daughter?
I'm not doing anything to Serena.
Because of you, she can't see her father unless it's court-approved or supervised. She's just a little kid. You're tearing her apart. How do you live with yourself? Are you that sick that you would ruin a little girl's life just for money?
I resent that. Serena is a daughter of my niece. We share the same Stanton blood. I care very deeply about her and her welfare.
What are you doing here?
Danielle. Well, my other niece and I have decided to live together as befitting members of a well-adjusted, happy family.
Where's Jake?
Living with her former fiancé in what some might perceive as sin. It's hardly the best atmosphere in which to raise a child.
I know how to raise a child. In what atmosphere? And that would be with her father.
I urge you to put Serena's welfare first, ahead of your own, and try living within the confines of the visitation agreements. It truly is in Serena's best interest.
Oh, will you stop it? You don't care about her interest. All you care about is Dominique's money. You have no right to raise my daughter.
Well, we'll let the court decide that. But no matter what, I truly do not intend to cut Serena off from seeing her father. I hope you know that you're always welcome in this home to visit with your daughter.
You have gone completely around the bend.
No, I think you have that backwards. After all, it was your outrageous behavior in kidnapping your own child, which so disgusted me it left me no choice but to file suit for custody. I only want what's best for my great niece.
Well, I'll tell you what's best for her. That the two of you just disappear for good.
I hope that wasn't meant as a threat.
No. I promise you that I'm going to spend the rest of my life making you regret what you've done to my daughter.
So, when can we start trying to get pregnant?
It's not too soon, is it?
No, it isn't. But there is a complication.
What do you mean, a complication?
Well, because of your previous miscarriages, there's been a lot of scarring. And that scarring may prevent you from conceiving. I am very sorry to give you this news.
But what you're saying is there's hope. I mean, there is a little hope because maybe I could get pregnant, right? I could get pregnant.
There is always hope. Medical advances are being made all the time in the area of fertility.
Good. Hope. I can get through this if there's hope, right, Doc? We can get through this, right?
Absolutely.
You're welcome to stay here in my office if you need more time.
Very kind. Thank you.
So, what are we gonna do?
This is impossible. It can't be Cooper.
He's the guy that held us hostage our first night at General Hospital. I think we all got a pretty good look at him.
Too good a look at him.
Greg Cooper died in that big fire at Forest Hills Hospital. His ashes were put in the family mausoleum.
Could be just a strange coincidence, then.
Maybe not. Can we get copies of that flyer? I'd like to post them all around the hospital.
Yeah, I'll help you too.
I've got cops knocking on doors and showing that sketch to everybody in a 3-mile radius of that photo shop. Who knows? We might get lucky.
Okay.
We're out of here.
You two need anything?
Just bring back our daughter.
We'll find her. I'll be in touch.
Nicole.
They have got to find her. I cannot lose another child.
I know. We've got to try to be strong. And she will come back to us. I promise.
I know that's the way I should be thinking, too. But I see that same doubt in your eyes. I know that look. It was burned in my memory. When we lost Buddy.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Is there anything I can do?
Could you call the stations on the media list and alert them that we're sending over copies of this sketch of this person? I can't believe it's Greg Cooper.
Consider it done.
Thank you, Eve.
How's the search for Julie coming?
Well, there's been a break.
Someone recognized her from a roll of film at one of those 1-hour photo places.
Well, do they know who took the pictures?
No, but they know what he looks like. Remind you of anyone?
Gregory Cooper, for instance?
Oh, there is a resemblance. Give me a bunch of those flyers. Give them to the poker group and the ladies' auxiliary, and they will paper the town with
Thank
these.
you. The more help we get, the better chance we'll have of finding her.
You know, I called the church. They're going to add Julie's name to the novena being said tonight. It's times like this I really wish Father Wysocki hadn't resigned.
Resigned? What are you talking about? I thought he was on retreat.
No. And I remember thinking at the time how strange that was, that he just up and left. Nobody saw him. Nobody even knew until the bishop got a letter.
That's very strange.
Yeah. And I'm not too thrilled with Father Sweeney, the priest that replaced him, but a prayer's a prayer.
Thanks, Mom.
The hell her parents must be going through. Oh, it's just terrible to think you've lost a child.
Thanks for adding Julie's name to the novena.
It's not like it's the end of the world, right?
No, and it isn't the end of you and I trying to have a baby, Lucy. This is just the beginning. I'd be lying if I said the news wasn't discouraging, but you heard the doctor. There have been great strides made in the area of fertility. We're going to have our baby. We're going to be successful.
How do you do that? How do you stay so optimistic after everything we've been through with this.
I know how much I love you.
Thank you for that ray of hope. Because I don't understand any of this. I don't know why it's so difficult. Why is life supposed to be like this, a struggle with everything? I wanted this baby to be something positive for us.
I know. And it will be. But give it time.
Serena, you have exactly 2 minutes. Okay. Scotty, wait a minute.
Hi, Gail.
Honey, you can't come in. I haven't even taken Serena to school yet. You don't have a social worker with you.
This is ridiculous.
Well, I agree, but you know the rules of this temporary in custody.
Well, I came by to see you. I'm sure Serena's all right. Did she get back to sleep after Lucy came over?
Yeah, Lucy got her back to bed. She was pretty restless. She is terrified that somebody's going to steal her away from you.
I know. I mean, I keep having the same dream myself. I can't stand being separated from her, and this supervised visitations is making me nuts.
I know. But I mean, there's just nothing I can do about it. It's out of my hands.
I thought I heard my daddy!
Oh, what a hug.
Don't let go.
I never, ever will.
Grandma didn't tell me you were coming.
Well, Grandma's always the last one to know.
Well, you know me, I'm full of surprises.
I know you for sure.
Serena, I think you better get to school. We don't want to be late.
Okay.
Yeah, do as Grandma says, but before you go, can I have one right here? Oh, what was that, a fly going by? You could do better than that. Come on.
Okay. No.
Okay. I'd run off. I'll see you later.
You go get your backpack and your jacket and meet me at the car, okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry, but please don't put me in the position of being a policeman.
You're right. I apologize.
Okay, we'll see you soon.
Okay.
I mean, if anybody heard about this, we could lose our custody of her.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll see you soon. All right, Gail. Bye.
Take care. Serena, I'm going to warm up the car. Okay, sweetheart?
Okay.
Serena.
You came back.
Yeah, I know. Just for a couple of minutes. Come here. Now, tell me about this bad dream.
Okay. Well, I couldn't find Mommy's star, and I couldn't find you. And there were witches, ghosts, and vampires. And I tried to run home, except I couldn't find you. And I started to yell.
Oh, baby, come here.
I miss time being with you, Daddy. Maybe we can have breakfast together.
I'm gonna leave Grandma a note here.
What kind of a note? What does that say?
It says that I've got you with me.
Does it that?
Yes, it does. Come on. Let's beat it.
Yay!
What was that for?
That was because you are so good. You are, to me. I mean, no matter how hopeless and unfathomable and terrifying life gets, and no matter how empty I feel sometimes, all I have to do is reach out my hand, and without even asking, there's your hand ready to grab it. Besides, it's just plain fun.
Yeah.
Mm.
It sure is. It's so fun. I almost forgot. I have to check with Dr. Newman's nurse about the new fertility test that she wants to run. So I'll see you at home.
Oh, yeah. You bet you will.
Boy.
See ya.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, see, I still hear bells whenever you kiss me.
Oh, I still got it.
Hello.
Oh, Lucy, it's Gail. Tell me that Scotty and Serena are with you.
I don't understand. Why would you think they'd be with me? Wait a minute. I don't think I want the answer to this question.
They've gone off someplace. Scotty took her, and they're gone.
What could he be thinking? What is he doing?
Oh, he wasn't thinking. He was just being Scotty. He left a note of, "Don't worry, I have Serena."
If they find out that he's broken this visitation schedule, they will take Serena away forever. Tell me what happened.
Well, he came by this morning to see how she was after last night and all the nightmares and everything, and I told him he was breaking the rules by doing that. He didn't have a social worker with him, and then we talked a little bit, and then I went to warm up the car to take Serena to school, and when I came back, they were gone.
Tell me that you don't think that he took Serena out of the country again.
I'm going to call the airport and check, and any place else I can think of.
Okay, listen, I will keep my eyes open, all right? And maybe I can just concentrate and think of some place that he took Serena. Okay. Yeah, I'll call you, bud. Karen? Hey, Lissy, what's up? Hi. Listen, you haven't by any chance heard from your dad or Serena today, have you?
Neither one. Actually, I was supposed to go by Gail's and help her clean up, but I had an early call. Why? What's going on?
Okay, listen, I don't want to worry you, but apparently Scott stopped by Gail's uninvited this morning, and he's taken Serena. He just left a note that said that he had Serena with him.
But he's crazy. They're gonna put him in jail and throw away the key.
I know that.
Okay, my mom's working for him again, so I'll give her a call, and maybe she knows something.
Okay, I do that, and then if I hear anything, you hear anything, let's call each other, okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'll see you later.
All right. Hey, Jake. Do you have any idea what Danielle is trying to do? That's my sister. She's trying to get
Slow
custody
down.
out. Did you know that? How can you be with a woman who's trying to steal a child away from her father?
I have nothing to do with that custody suit, okay? And because of her association with Rex, she's out of my life now.
Well, if you see her, you tell her for me that there's no way she and Rex are going to get their little paws on Serena. Up to your old tricks again, eh, Ramsey?
Now what?
This is the watch that my patient reported as stolen, and now it turns up in my locker.
And you think I put it there to set you up?
Yes.
Well, I didn't. No more than I stashed files on you guys in my locker.
Wait a second. I think there's a pattern here.
You're right. You guys want to fill me in on what's going on? A patient's IV was tampered with to make it look like it was Karen's fault. And another patient's medical chart was changed to include medication that would have sent her into anaphylactic shock.
And I found some stolen files hidden in my locker.
So you have 2 minor robberies and 2 near fatalities. Where's your pattern?
They all had to do with the interns.
Julie's an intern.
When did the sabotage start?
A couple weeks ago, more or less.
About the same time Cooper supposedly died in that fire out at Forest Hills.
Do we know if Greg Cooper is really dead?
Well, I think that's Detective Garcia's province. Is there any way you can find out?
Look, I'm way ahead of you. Once you guys ID'd this composite, I ordered a copy of the coroner's report. Listen, if this guy's the real thing, we could be looking at trouble.
You know that Our Photo place near the mall? Well, somebody dropped off a roll of film with pictures of Julie Devlin, and the owner recognized her from the flyers.
Oh, that's wonderful news. Do they know who brought in the film?
Look familiar?
Well, he looks like the orderly that I saw in the hallway the other night. He was pushing a gurney, I think.
Orderly, no, look again. Think back a few months.
Looks like Greg Cooper.
That's what everybody says who sees it.
Well, that's not possible. Cooper's dead.
Dead as a doornail.
Why do we pull over?
I just need a moment to think.
Well, think while you drive. I mean, we gotta find Scott and Serena. We've already looked at the lighthouse and we looked at the firehouse, but we gotta keep going. Come on.
No, I am not going any further until I get a sense of direction.
Lucy, I don't know how you can stay so calm. If the authorities find Scott with Serena, he's never gonna get her back.
Shh. Karen, shush for a minute. You're ruining my concentration, and I'm trying to go to level. I need to go to level to get an image of them.
Go to level?
Deep focus. In order to get a psychic image of them, I have to be able to concentrate, and I can't concentrate with you continuing yammering and yammering.
Okay,
so stop,
okay.
Sorry. Scott.
You saw something?
Yes, I did. I should have known they would go there all along. Let's go.
Okay.
Where are we, Daddy?
Well, we're at a very special place that your mother and I used to come to all the time on big occasions.
Like what?
Well, like when we found out that you were going to be born. Come here.
I can't see why Mommy liked it here so much. It's beautiful. What is it called?
Well, this is a gazebo.
Oh. Do you think you can make a gazebo for me? So I can put it next to my dollhouse when we get home? Please.
Yeah, I can make you an exact replica.
Thanks.
Okay, Kevin. We've got this flyer of Julie and the police sketch of Cooper plastered all over the hospital, as well as the entire city of Port Charles. We're gonna find her.
Can I see that police sketch?
Yeah. It is based on a description of the man who dropped off pictures of Julie to be developed.
Somebody there.
Oh, bone Jesu. Libra nos a peccati nostris. Libra nos ab ignibus Gehennae.
Kevin.
What? Oh, sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah, the guy who tampered with my ID. I think it was Greg Cooper.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. You okay?
Oh, it's my fault. Yeah, I can't really see where I'm going with these bandages.
Are you sure you shouldn't have a nurse walking with you?
Oh, no, that's all right. I like to do things on my own, you know. I know you. You're the man I saw on TV. Hey, your daughter's missing.
Yes.
Well, good luck finding the SOB who took her.
Thank you.
Especially
Especially when I get done with her.
I bought some more airtime on a local television station to publicize Julie's disappearance.
I'm glad you did that, Ben. I don't think the newscasters have given this story enough coverage. I want to see Julie's picture and that sketch plastered all over the state.
If you, Victor, and I all made it out of that fire alive, isn't it possible Cooper did too?
I wouldn't put it past someone like Cooper. This guy injected himself with insulin to induce a seizure. Starting a fire in his room wouldn't be much of a stretch.
Plus the fact it would be very easy to disappear in all the confusion.
And the coincidence that the fire just happened to start in Cooper's room? I don't think so.
That the autopsy report?
Yes, it is, sir. Usually when I see one of those, I can stop looking for a body. Not this time.
All the evidence of Cooper's death is circumstantial.
That's right. Forensics can only confirm it was Cooper's bed in his room. The only remains that were left was that of a body severely damaged and burned to a cinder during the explosion.
What about dental records?
They were of no use. It was quite an explosion.
Well, all this report proves is that someone was incinerated in Cooper's room. It doesn't prove the victim was actually Greg Cooper.
Right.
Scuds.
What was that all about?
Some kook calling about the $100,000 reward. He didn't even care that it was a real flesh and blood person. You know, I mean, all he cared about was the money.
Well, unfortunately, some people can be so heartless.
Yeah. Imagine that.
The mahogany sideboard here is a Hepplewhite. Of course, that belonged to your great Aunt Martha. And this chair is a classic Georgian. Ah, it is so soothing to be surrounded by such very nice things. And I'm so glad to have you here with me, Danielle. You bring a certain brightness and warmth to our home.
This isn't my home.
I'll have none of that. Mi casa es su casa. I want you to make yourself comfortable here. Excuse me. People are so predictable.
Found us.
Buddy, yo, what you two doing here? Looks like you're having a picnic, huh?
We only have 2 sandwiches, but we can share.
Oh.
Hey, how about you share with me and we let Lucy and your dad talk alone?
Okay.
Okay.
What is the matter with you? Gail has been calling and calling. She's worried sick that you two are halfway to South America by now. Are you trying to lose your daughter? Is that it?
She is my daughter, and nobody's gonna tell me what I can or cannot do with her.
You know something, pal? You and I go way back, and you've done many bonehead things in your life, but trying to take your daughter out of the country under the noses of the FBI or while the family services is breathing down your neck, it's got to be the stupidest thing you've ever done in your whole life. Do I have to remind you who you're talking to? You're talking to me here. I have been your partner in crime for many, many years, so don't you dare lie to me. You were gonna run away with your daughter, weren't you?
No, I was having a simple little lunch with her, that's all.
Don't pull that on me, pal. Don't.
I mean, it's the truth. She asked me if I could spend some time with her. And I'm not one to deprive my daughter of anything if it's possible. Besides, if we were going to split, we'd be gone like that, and nobody would ever find us.
So, this is a good sandwich. So why did you guys come here to this place?
It's a very special place. My mommy and my daddy used to come here.
Well, I can see why. It's very beautiful.
It's where they came when they learned I was going to be born. Daddy says it always makes them feel better to come here.
makes him happy. And then it'll be a special place for me, too.
How'd you find us anyway?
Well, I sort of felt where you'd be. You know, I know that every time you feel like your back is up against the wall, you find a place that makes you feel closer to Dominique. And then it hit me. I remembered this place, you know, the gazebo where you gave her that concert and those flowers you planted.
Yeah, I think they may be popping up soon.
Yep, I think you're right. I also figured you'd probably want to share this spot with Serena.
Well, I thought maybe that if I brought her here, that maybe her mother might seem alive to her.
And to you, too.
Well, yeah. Every time I'm here, I feel like Dominique is alive. I wonder if I'm ever going to get over her. I don't know if I want to.
Well, I don't think you have to. You loved her so much, and I do not believe that love just disappears.
Let me ask you something. Do you think I'm ever going to fall in love again, though?
I don't know. It depends on what your destiny brings to you. But I do know this, that if you don't, it's sort of okay because you had such an amazing, wonderful love with Dominique.
Well, I guess you know me pretty well.
Yeah, you bet your beard I do. Just like you know me. I have this feeling you weren't even surprised when I found you, were you?
I thought maybe you'd wait until I finished my sandwich.
I don't know the way I felt. I'd love to have jammed that sandwich right down your throat.
You know, when I was looking at Serena a little while ago, in her eyes, I saw Dominique. And I felt that she was up there, you know, she was just looking down on us. And I thought that this whole mess that I'm in didn't exist anymore.
But you can't. You got to think about that mess. You got to keep it in mind. Otherwise, it's going to drag you into doing something foolish. And Scott, you could lose Serena forever if you do that.
I gotta admit to you that on the way over here, I thought I might just drive to Mexico like I did years ago because of Laura. But then I thought, you know, that's no place to raise a kid.
No, it is not. Okay, so you have to stay strong. You have to be strong because we can get through this together. I know you're a guy who can't ever stick to the rules, you know. Scott, we're like that. We like to break the rules, and we can still do that when we can get away with it. But in this instance, we can't. You got to walk the straight and narrow. You got to do everything by the book, okay? Otherwise, you will lose Serena forever, and I know that Rex and Danielle will see to that.
I know.
Oh, Scott.
We'll be in the study. So, are you getting all nice and comfy? Mm-hmm. Good. You're starting to get a feel for the place. God, did you happen to find anything of interest while you were snooping through my private things?
Frank, could I talk to you in private?
Yeah, sure, Mom. What's going on?
Well, I overheard what that detective and Dr. Collins were saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Father Wysocki disappeared the night of the fire.
What do you mean disappeared?
Well, there was mention that he was visiting a parishioner at Forest Hills, but he hasn't been seen since.
It could be a coincidence. But on the other hand, I think it would be a good idea to get a look at the logbook from Forest Hills that night if it didn't get burned up in the fire.
Well, I don't mean to make more of this than there is, because he did send a letter of resignation to the bishop, but the letter was sent right after the fire.
Like the call that came in saying Julie went out of town for a while. Both were explanations, came in after the fact, explaining away some strange disappearance.
I wasn't snooping through your things. I have a headache. I was looking for an aspirin.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound accusing. But you should have called me. I was in the kitchen ordering us a bite to eat. I'll tell you what, why don't you come on over here, sit down and relax. I'll get you that aspirin. Anything else you need? Compress, a cold drink?
A glass of water and aspirin would be fine.
Aspirin and water coming up. Starting now, I want this to be a happy, healthy, nurturing home. For you, for me, but most of all, for little Serena.
There's something I've been wanting to tell you. Julie is one strong, intelligent woman, and I just know she has the good sense to take care of herself.
Thank you.
We want to thank you for everything you've done, you and the interns.
But especially for being so kind to Julie. She called you her Port Charles family. She even told me about your poker nights.
Oh, did she tell you she took us for a bundle a couple of times?
My little girl.
Oh, she's a pretty fair poker player.
It was a relief for me to know she was living in your house. And that she had someone like you here.
I've been praying for her since this thing started, and I will not stop until she's home safe. God wouldn't dare turn a deaf ear on Mary Scanlon.
We're counting on that.
Could we all gather around, please? Going on Frank's hunch, I got a fax of the Forest Hills logbook. The log shows that a Father Wysocki arrived at Forest Hills and left the same night. He signed in and out the same night. Take a look at the signatures.
The signatures don't match.
That's right.
Hey, what are you doing there?
You know, after you left, it was very, very difficult for me. I wish you'd taken me with you.
I wanted to. I really did. But you know what? I don't know what I would do without you now.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
How was the sandwich?
Oh, it was, okay, but the company was exquisite.
Oh. Would you answer it? Say I'm not here?
It's your phone.
I know.
Oh.
Hello. Yeah, it's Lucy. Mac? Oh, no, he's right here. I'm just answering Scott's phone for him. Yeah, hold on.
Hello? Yeah. You did? Yeah, I'll be right over. Bye.
What? What?
He found the guy who owns the casino who said I was there paying off my gambling debt. Pay him a little visit.
Yes.
Daddy, when can we go back home to the firehouse?
Soon. Very soon. All of our friends helping. No time at all. Come here.
Pal, you need to get her back to Gale's before anybody knows we're gone.
I know.